I personally love to see No1.Alpha's Garen play, but the Joker is probably the right pick here. Pretty contested debate over whether Joker's going to get nerfed in 6.0. It seems pretty split down the middle because he's avoided nerfs so far, though does seem to always perform super well. More and more people picking him up. And we're going to get stuck in with Toon Link. Toon Link versus Joker here. We got no jumping on.
Yeah, it's here to see how this goes between the Skaws and No1.Alpha.
Here are very fast movers here.
Yeah, I do believe these two did play in pools at True
Really?
3.
Okay.
No1.Alpha.
Yeah.
See, Skaws definitely kind of...
I mean, he's pretty in control so far. He's winning out neutral relatively
We're
well.
reaching the point where obviously he's now got offsets.
Exactly.
Skaws needs to get some strong hits here, or just kind of play the keep away game and
Yeah.
kind of burn out that offset piece over. Obviously, Toon does have to give some defense.
Yeah. For sure. You've got the boomerangs, arrows, and bombs. There's all sorts of options you can use to keep away. Overall, Alpha's been playing relatively conserved so far. But, ooh, Skaws just catches him.
And he's got to take this lead very far now.
Okay, he's got a bomb blowing up, but not going to use
Very
it to
clever
go
there,
back.
knowing that he couldn't really throw the bomb away there, so
Yeah.
just time the end as well to not get away some bomb.
Ooh, that's an easy punish right there. Yep, missing the ledge.
Maybe trying to kind of be a bit smart, hoping like even if it was unsafe, that the bomb could have like blown up afterwards.
Yeah.
Timing not quite right now. Probably best to just go to ledge.
Alpha's getting a little more aggressive now. He's actually going in to try and start plays himself as opposed to reacting to what Skaws is doing.
Yeah, I think if you're up against Toon, you just want to take your time a little bit to figure out what their patterns are.
Yeah.
What they're going to throw when. Then once you feel like you've sussed it out, then you can kind of go in and be a bit micro more safely.
Yeah.
To expect run into that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different, they're not like overly different, there's a lot of slightly different ways you can play Toon. Some people will favour the boomerang and they'll throw it like all the time, some people use the arrows, some people won't touch them. Overall it seems like Skaws doesn't use the arrows at all, and is actually just going for kind of neutral air approaches and less just constant projectile play. He's not playing constant keep away, he's actually trying to pick fights in melee range, which has gone pretty well from overall so far. Arsene has expired as well, and ooh, he's going straight in.
Yeah, he's got
Ooh, another one.
bits down now, but obviously Tuning just have other kill options. Kind of, they are maybe a bit kind of committal. Like if you go like, "I'll be as a strong kill,
Yeah.
I'll leave you miss," then that really should get punished 9
Exactly.
out of 10 times by like
Yeah.
players who know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Others might still run into the multi hits, but
It's a relatively hard read to go for.
yeah, unless someone does something very safe. On
Yes.
the shield.
Both are very high percent. Oh, there's the RB, just like that. Exactly that. Doesn't actually kill you though, and Arsene's now back on board to help his boy out. Oh, the
Yeah,
multi parries into the punish.
That's the good and the bad.
Yeah. Hits it once. Oh man, it's a great idea. Let's do it again.
Yeah, when it hits, it's good. When it doesn't,
You're dead. That's what Arsene.
there you go. So I just jumped.
Yeah.
Definitely got to get this stuff off.
Alpha definitely getting a little bit more aggressive now. Ooh. Any trade's a good trade at this point as long as you're living. Boy wants it. Oh, nice. Hold it all the way down.
Nice.
Picked him up.
So this is still looking pretty even.
Absolutely. And we've seen Skaws tack on, 30-40% in one string early on in this particular game. He's definitely got the
It comes
combos.
down to the point where once you just get, well, should he just get number well, now the time when No1.Alpha is get jokers, getting our sense, but shorter, and our Skaws is almost definitely going to have to deal with like 2 sets of Arsene.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really get the kill unless he does a lot of damage here.
Yeah. Oh, he's not dealing with this
There's
first one
pressure,
particularly well. It's so hard to get back. Does eventually make it. Bar is running down. If he can get another solid hits, it's going to fall off. Oh, nice up B catches him there. So Arsene almost done. He is going to have a chance to get some real damage going. But Skaws is now, it looks a lot more kind of reserved. He's like pulling bombs, throwing projectiles. He's not going in for these trades as
He doesn't
much.
want to give No1.Alpha any easy openings.
Doesn't have any leeway. Ooh.
That could have been a hard punish.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk it.
It's just like, I'll take the
you
free
never know
hit.
quite how little an end lag random moves have.
Exactly.
You can always just turn around.
Feels like for me, Toon Link is actually like a pretty big offender for that. Like where he's pulled a move out and it's just so little end lag on so many things that Toon Link can do. It's really hard to punish kind of the gaps between moves.
Like that forward tilt.
Yeah.
Just nairs and forward and shield. That was closer to the edge.
Fair. Always go deep for it again. Oh, but he's on ledge. This could be really, really punishing for him.
Yeah, he's got
no Arsene Joker, not got the kill power.
Just gonna
Those backers. Oh no, that's gotta be it. Yep. Easy down smash to finish it off. The up he giveth and it taketh away that game.
Yeah, obviously Skaws did have a lot of rage there, but
yeah.
I don't feel like that would have killed that anyway.
Yeah.
Joker only being 100%.
Yeah, I think
Joker actually being relatively heavy.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
that light.
Definitely.
Is posturing.
Yeah, with any kind of hint of TI, I think he's pretty safe at that stage. So they are going to go to Town and City here, a little bit more space to deal with, more different platform setup. In terms of kill power, I guess Joker, as long as you have Arsene on deck, does beat out Toon Link in general, but overall, if Skaws could get back the kind of aggressive play he saw at the start of Game 1, when he was able to tack on a lot of damage and Alpha was always kind of on the back foot, this could be easily turned around.
Yeah, Toon Link definitely was sort of character where if you play advantage ball, you can just kind of build up momentum.
Yeah.
Although he doesn't have any kind of, not many like true combo to do some damage, like
no.
Every time he hits you, he's kind of really putting you in a slightly disadvantaged position.
Yeah.
And you can cover that with projectiles and kind of make that into a really long string. But No1.Alpha doing quite a good job of not really getting hit by too many of those.
Yeah, and he is the one more or less in control at this point. Oh, that lasts so long.
When you don't have true combos, you've got to be very wary of those rebel guards.
Exactly.
They can just come out and suddenly look really scary, especially with that damage tackle. No1.Alpha is in kill range of a kind of bomb to ferret ledge though.
Yeah. Arsene meter ticking away. He's got another empowered side B there though. That's going to be another large amount of percentage tacked on. Arsene has faded away. Skaws now with an opportunity. Landing the up airs, throwing the boomerangs. Oh, saved him from the grab. Skaws now. He wants it. Oh, he's finally got a grab of his own.
Yeah, knowing the back throw wouldn't kill.
Doesn't want to let him down. Doesn't let him down at all.
Probably catching slightly off DI.
Yeah.
You can never really be ready to kind of DI things like that, especially when he's getting ricocheted off projectiles.
Yeah, the boomerang just interrupting him just before he gets hit. Kind of really hard to actually deal with. Skaws can keep holding on to this one. Arsene is not close, so oh, nice up B covers that one. All he's got to do is play a little safe. Oh no, don't put them away. We don't want to see those up Bs coming out again. Nice.
Yeah, covering the tempo really nice.
Right past the chain.
Skaws already counter-attacking on some damage pretty early.
Yeah. Oh, he's in a pretty comfortable position now. He's just going for fights, just going in.
Keep pushing advantage, but No1.Alpha has made his way down there.
He's ticking down so much.
Yeah,
what is
Skaws
it?
needs to regain center stage.
What is it, 15, 16% that it tacks on the Joker empowered side B after it's hit?
It's definitely a lot.
Feels like so much. It's like a total of 25, 30, something around there. Plus it's got a decent knockback upwards. And the range, like, oh, it's a great move. But Skaws is still relatively control here, but now Alpha, he's almost being more aggressive without the Arsene. Oh, there's that up B. Oh, is it going to kill?
At the ledge, yeah. At the ledge.
Dang. That's put Skaws in such a good position now. Alpha's got to clean this one up as soon as possible. Oh, he's going for it. He almost gets it with another back air.
Doesn't have a jump, so...
Oh, easy charge.
Yeah, potentially a little bit high there, but...
Yeah.
You're that far away from stage when you kind of give yourself the best opportunity of getting back.
Yeah. All the momentum is gone. Oh, the forward tilt just pulls him right from the other side over.
Yeah, forward tilt.
Pushes him over.
Just... It's like up smash, except it's not a smash attack.
Yeah.
It covers such a wide range. Anti-airs, covers behind it.
So we're back to pretty much even with Arsene already.
Oh, yeah, he wants to get away.
It's got to be risky. Oh, he slips past him.
Oh,
no, not like this. Alpha.
Went a bit too ham there. He saw the game.
Yeah, he saw the trophy, the gold medal. He flashed before in his eyes, but couldn't quite get that conversion on the moving platform. That would have been
Skaws will definitely take that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We move to 1-1 here.
See what stage Alpha's going to opt for here.
So TS seemed pretty good. We can't go back there. I would imagine, honestly, I'd expect to see just FD. Like, I feel like Battlefield is really nice for Toon Link when you can get... I don't think it's particularly better for Joker, but having a bit more space might help him out. The central platform in Town and City was really getting a lot of big problems.
Very nice choice. Yeah, I think obviously you kind of feel like the general consensus is, oh, projectile characters, like, I don't want to go against spammers on my FD or something.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to escape to, but at the same time, in these kind of higher level matches, it's about...
I like the drop the Joker, but picked up the Joker stage. There's got to be some Joker on screen, but this Ridley pick, this is an alpha one for sure.
This may catch Skaws off guard. I wouldn't believe there's much experience against a Ridley, but...
No. Alpha really the only kind of prominent Ridley player around, as far as I'm aware. But this could obviously really early kills, given the fact that it's a very heavy character, and extra things to watch out for, like the neutral B, the tail spike that can just completely destroy your shield and knock you down for a free kill.
Yeah, it's interesting to see though, because I feel like Ridley, like, being such a big body like, against Toon Link, like,
you could get punished,
Would he struggle to get in, but...
Potentially, if he's ever given the chance to get in, but I guess doesn't even get a shot.
Definitely the thing with Ridley is that once Ridley gets an advantage, it's really hard. It's quite safe to go off stage as Ridley, I'd say, against Toon Link.
Yeah, I think Skaws definitely needs to play a little bit of a safer game and not try and contest aerials. Ridley's aerials are so nice, they cover so much area.
Yeah, that Nair is...
Nair out of shield, back air is a great kill move, like, forward air's got multi-hits on it, like, it's really just really nice for Alpha on the aerial, so I want to see more projectile game right here. This seems to be what Skaws is opting for. Oh, these up Bs, dude.
I mean, if it
We've
hits...
got to put him... If it hits, it's so good, but there's so many punishes coming through now.
Yeah, now
seems
he's
like
lost stage control. He didn't get punished heavily, but...
It seems like a bit of a Hail Mary, honestly, when it's coming out, and it just needs to... This is so much more consistent, right? You just go for the bomb into the forward air, and that's the stock cleared away. I was about to say Skaws isn't that far behind, but then he took 30% in 2 hits, and now he's just dead. So, I mean, speaking of behind, I guess... Alpha is asserting some dominance right here. Oh my... Oh, he gets it with the neutral, the knockdown! Wait, did he tech it? Wait, doesn't it... Was it just not charged enough?
Yeah.
Because he got him with the sweet spot on it with the knockdown, but it didn't hold him. I thought he'd be knocked down for way longer and just going to be forward smash into dead, but...
No, you can't just... Oh well. I think with the roll away...
Yeah.
What I've heard is that Ridley's down smash actually covers almost every option you can do except roll away.
Yeah.
I think No1.Alpha opted for that kind of S smash, knowing potentially the roll away was coming, but... Yeah, not quite being fast enough potentially.
No. But overall, just so much damage going. I put him up to 70 or something, just knocking that neutral B out.
That alone was just...
Skaws is literally one hit from dead at his stage. He's got to play so safe, so keep away. Oh, he's not. He doesn't want to hear any of that, though. He's going back in. Space Pirate Rush is not going to do it.
There's definitely a difference
but the
between
fireballs.
playing safe and knowing when you have that
No jump. That's got to be it. Bomb reset.
Oh, bomb.
Oh, no,
yeah,
not even enough.
All the way there,
Yep, Alpha takes it. That consistent
2-1.
2-1.
This is a
really dominant game 3, and that Ridley came out.
and these are best of 5s though.
Yeah.
So, let's see if Skaws can adapt again and
yeah.
find an answer to this Ridley, assuming Alpha stays Ridley. You never know.
I think the Battlefield has to be the pick. You need to get some combos started on this heavy. You can really abuse him if you get platform resets here. And if there was hints of that, there were flashes of, you know, the bomb into forward air, and you can just really make their life difficult with the boomerang angles, but too many times Alpha just got on top of him, and like I said, the Nair out shield did so much work to just get him off him, and you get 10% every time you land it. Really tough. But we are on Battlefield, so still decent blast zone sizes, but hopefully a little bit more tools for Score to get some damage racked up here, but that's not the start that you want.
Be able to pressure that shield safely, and he didn't do that right at the start.
Yeah. Alpha just holding that center stage, waiting for him to come down from the platforms.
Yeah,
oh,
again.
This is so tough with the reset. Oh, a hard read. I respect it. That's gotta be another one. Yeah, just throwing out
those down airs mostly.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever even seen it once. I don't remember seeing the down air being used.
I guess it's something to have in the back pocket.
Yeah.
If you use it too much, your opponent can predict it and punch it very heavily, but it can be kind of issue.
Same story as the up B in place, really. Like, if you nail it, you get a lot of value, but always a big risk. Nice coverage there with the boomerang coming back.
forward tilt scoop there.
Yeah, he's not that far behind 8%. He hasn't kept. Ooh, the lightning, but it got cancelled by the bomb explosion, I think, somehow. Oh,
Yeah.
nips that tail down.
Definitely doing a very good job of ledge tracking.
Yeah,
So every time
exactly.
Skaws is on the ledge, it's just never letting him get on the safe field.
Yeah. Skaws, if he can tack up some damage, he might be able to finish him off before too long if he can just stay a little safer. He's got him on stage.
We're not quite getting the zone to the
No.
ledge.
Or the re-grab on the bomb, but
Yeah,
leaves it.
it's baited out the kind of shield grab from No1.Alpha, didn't quite punish it in time.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But yeah.
Nova's very low here, but it's
He's
fine.
got a ledge trap here.
Oh, nice bomb, but couldn't get the conversion.
Yeah, that really wanted to
The fireballs. The bully circle
He's getting
fireballs.
stage now.
Yeah, Alpha knows there's no pressure on him right now. He does not have to force a risky engage. He's so far
Yeah,
ahead.
he's always ready with the shields.
Yeah.
Not really risking
Goes for that
too
one.
much.
The up air lingers out and catches him. Very tight. Oh, gets him with the space. Nice mash. Got up really quick and killed off it. Very impressive mash by Skaws there. Right. Stock count even. Percentage count not so much. Oh, the raw charge.
See,
Nice
ooh,
resets.
Nice little string there.
Exactly. Skaws just throwing out bomb. Oh, the back air just clips him and catches
No1.Alpha
it!
always just finding his way around these kind of projectiles.
No.
Finding his openings and making the most of them with kind of the optimal kind of punishes.
Exactly. Nice coverage there. Into the bomb, into not a followed up aerial. Alpha once again back to just waiting on the other side of the stage, forcing Skaws to approach. Oh, cancelled that space pirate rush. Can't stop him getting to ledge though.
Yeah, using those multiple jumps quite well to kind of bait Skaws out and stay safe in the air.
Up the inside ledge, dude. It's just not working out anymore. Oh, cancelled space pirate rush before it gets too close. That one catches him though. Too heavy is the Ridley.
When that'll be all those just
Straight through it, doesn't even care.
Obviously,
Oh,
Ridley has
another one
got
there.
buffs and kind of
Yeah.
some of the patches that has made this up be a bit faster, but I would be interested to see Skaws maybe try and kind of preemptively go out there with the forward air.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ridley when he up Bs, there's still a little bit of delay.
Yeah.
Commit to it, but
Skaws, he's brought it back to even, all credit due. Like, he was 100% down at the start of second stock, and now he has brought it almost all the way back. Just needs to avoid falling into the same traps as before. Don't get bodied off stage. Try not to get hit by that neutral air. Oh, very tight.
nice set to ledge.
Yeah. He is getting aggressive for it. No1.Alpha still sitting pretty far back. Doesn't want to overcommit either.
Yeah, waiting for his opportunity, but
That's
Skaws
awesome.
just going to kind of cover all that stage, push him right back into the corner.
Yeah, the forward tilts and ledge up. He's been getting so much value out of this one move. Get over the fireballs. Tethers up nicely. Avoids.
nice patience there.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Avoids the tail.
if you're too predictable with the timing, obviously you are going to kind of get FTO'd and
Yeah.
place 2 points.
Oh, it cancels the space pirate rush because the sword is out there already. And stops him with the arrow, drops the bomb, but it can't catch him for clip into ledge, but the back air isn't quite going to do it.
Yeah, he just keeps missing.
Oh, he's going deep forward, but doesn't get the strong hit. He lives. They're both by the tower, they're combos. No1.Alpha, they're both one hit, really, if he gets him at the side of the stage. Skaws can do this, the forward tilt gets it, the game! Dang, 2-2. Such great ledge play by both players in that game. And he clutches it out. That's hype right there. So,
Yeah.
does Alpha stick with the Ridley though?
I feel like his Joker was doing well.
Yeah, it was.
Like, it
they've-
went close, but the only reason he lost that game was because he overextended the
yeah,
stage. So.
they've both done. Both of his characters have had a win and a loss now. All 4 games were pretty close overall. So, actually, no, the first Ridley game was kind of a monstering, but the second one, you know, maybe it is just the stage here.
And I think Skaws is going to let him go back to FD.
Do you have MDSR in effect? We are going to go to FD. Graciously returns.
So essentially going to see it really against here. So he
Yeah,
just
I can
seemed
see
very
Ridley.
comfortable on FD with the Ridley.
Yeah, it was a really strong performance in that game 3.
As I saw, he uses multiple jumps quite well to always kind of hang above Skaws, bait on these up airs and then come down.
Yeah.
without the platforms there, that seems to be a lot easier.
Yeah. So overall, we've seen Skaws adapt now to this Ridley pick, and I want to see if No1.Alpha is going to adapt at this point. Because he was playing pretty far back before, but the aggression served him so well early on, and now this seems like we're seeing a bit more of it. He is getting up in his face, trying to contest everything.
Yeah, he's just kind of being very patient, holding shield, waiting for Skaws to do something unsafe. Then once he kind of sniffs out of that advantage, they can get those kind of nairs in. Skaws fighting back here.
Yeah. Pulls the bomb, cancels the space pirate rush again.
Yeah, I think No1.Alpha's just really well at knowing when to disengage, I think, from the situation. Because obviously with Ridley, if you
The fireball clips him. He just makes it.
Obviously, if you do keep kind of holding in on combos and stuff, then you're going to take a lot of damage to Ridley, so just kind of knowing when to kind of retreat and kind of get out of his space.
Oh, nice, that's punishable. Nice, the eye keeps him alive. Oh, the up B gets beaten by the other up B. This is... Oh, he has the jump stop with the fireball. He's got the bomb ready for the reset needed. Nair's going to keep him off. No1.Alpha's going deep for it.
That bomb's covering going to ledge quite well.
Doesn't get the... Doesn't get the tail on that get-up attack. Oh, the up B catches him, but he's too central.
But he's kind of giving him safe control,
Yeah.
so we can kind of... Let's trap here.
Oh, no punish the back throw, just chucks him out.
Just these dash attacks he's trying to sneak in when
Yeah.
but No1.Alpha's kind of leaving himself open. He's always there ready with the shield.
Alpha's shielding has been so on point. Keeps him from taking so much extra
Also,
damage.
you're going to Toon Link as a tether grab. So
Yeah. Oh, just the up tilt.
If Skaws does grab you with Toon Links.
Oh no, that's a
Toon Link
lot
doesn't
of
have the greatest
damage.
punishes of grab, so shield definitely is a really strong tool.
Yes. Oh no, it comes straight in on top of him. Oh, and another dash attack and the fireballs. Does he have a jump? He does not. That's a full stock down. He's been in this position before and he managed to bring it back game 4. But something's got to change here, and without the platforms, it just seems like he doesn't have the tools. Alpha once again looking so comfortable, just running up, shielding the bombs, waiting for Skaws to make a move. Space Pirate Rush will get him right off that stage. Tries to confirm it, but can't do it.
No1.Alpha just trying to end it now.
Yeah, it's just throwing out kill moves. Maybe I'll just land one. We'll guess that grab. Oh, Dice Rush can't catch it, gets too high. Skaws jumping above it. Skaws really needs to find an answer really quickly. All these... Oh, lucky for him, he gets away from it.
I don't think he's waiting for these multiple jumps.
No. He stats on a lot of damage this stream with the Space Pirate Rush into the no-tech, and it can't return.
I was waiting for the downwards up B or something.
Yeah.
Even with the stock lead, I think he wanted to keep that.
No1.Alpha takes it 3-2. Pretty back and forth first set of pro here. I expect no less from the pros. Checking in with some other results that have come down here. Spiral KO 3-0 over PTR. Howl 3-0 over Godaka. Wilksy 3-0 over Steel. A lot of 3-0s. This is the only close set we've seen so far. Simper, you've got 3-0'd by C499.
Yeah, very good Petman.
That's
player.
really good performance there. And then Mr. Saturn 3-0 over 1 Campbell 13. I imagine we will be seeing... I imagine might be a round 2, assuming these round 1 matches are all constantly going on.
I think we might be seeing Streets versus Spiral KO.
It's potentially that, or JJ versus Wilksy.
Yeah,
Hard,
we're going to be seeing Streets Spiral KO.
Spiral K was the Chrome player from
Spiral
earlier.
KO's playing Chrome.
Yeah.
Do you know who Streets is playing today? Because it just changed.
No idea. No idea.